Right, riding through the hood. We call it hard night. Paranoid, looking around at the red light. Exhale, low hope. About that time, everybody. Friday night on the Foolish Show podcast. Y'all go ahead and tune in, lock in with me right now. Let's get the weekend started off right, y'all. Live chat wide open. Give everybody a little time to check in, man. Live chat wide open. Foolish Show podcast, man. Friday night. Representing reality music entertainment, man. Spring break coming. Let's turn up, y'all. Where my keys at? Man, it's time to ride. We outside right now. I gotta get up out of here. I got somewhere to be. I gotta go. We gonna get started in a little while, y'all. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready. We just getting started, y'all. Friday night on the Foolish Show podcast. Y'all know we talk that talk and walk that walk over here. Give it to you straight, real reality music, reality talk. If it ain't about money, it's a back to back. I need some more dice. Y'all make sure y'all get that mixtape. Let the Swag Talk by Foolish. Available right now on all platforms. Download it for free on livemixtapes.com. I appreciate all the love and support. That loud, we call it top flight. I'm ready to fly. 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 We have a good time tonight. All good vibes. Number positivity. We spread love, man, and we just talk about real life stuff. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to fly. Let's jump in. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's start through the hood, man. They be talking, capping in they rap, saying what they killing, but they ain't doing that. They busting lines, they not committing crime. Yeah, it's good vibes in the air tonight, y'all. Stuck behind the cell, behind the wall, with no bail, feel like they trapped in hell. Let's get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish, that stands for Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. Hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all ready for the weekend. All the bills paid, everything good in your household, and enjoy life and live it to the fullest. That's what it's all about. Never be afraid to chase your dreams. Go after what you want. You only get one life. You only get one shot at this, y'all. Make the best of all your opportunities. Enjoy life to the fullest. One day, like we all say, we're going to check out. So before your checkout date, you want to enjoy yourself. But tonight, we're going to start the podcast off. I want to know, do opposites really attract? Is that a myth? Or is that true? A lot of people say that because a lot of times we are attracted to the opposite things. Some light-skinned people might want dark-skinned people. Some dark-skinned people might want light-skinned people. Some skinny people might want big people. Some big people might want skinny people. Everybody has their own attraction of what attracts them to someone. But do opposites really attract? Can you really be with somebody and love them unconditionally but y'all have so much stuff that's opposite? What if you have nothing in common? Would you be able to overlook that and respect the person for who they are? Or you feel like it's going to be too much of button heads? That's something to think about. Because I always heard all my life that opposites attract. So I want to know, is that true? Do opposites really attract? Can somebody really date somebody that's completely opposite of them? What if y'all too opposite? What if y'all just keep bumping heads and don't agree with nothing? Would that be able to work? I guess it all depends on how much respect you have for that person. You respect that person's opinion, their way of thinking, but you don't allow that to interfere with the love. But that's something to think about. Do all opposites attract? I guess so. In some cases, not all. Because sometimes it might not work out. You might be too different where it's not going to work. You can try to keep forcing it, and it just ain't there. And maybe you just attracted to them physically. Or are you attracted to that person mentally? Do they mind turn you on? Do they mind intrigue you to make you say, man, I want to be around this person. I want to be a part of this person's life and share something with this person. See, it's always more than what you see on the outside. We all see the pretty face and the bodies, but what's on the inside really should attract you to someone. Because somebody can be beautiful on the inside, but ugly in the inside. And a person that's ugly in the inside, it's going to be hard to bear with that person, because they're going to continuously do stuff that's going to get you upset, because that's just the kind of person they are. Sometimes you can't change what a person is. Some things are installed in people, and it's all up to them to work on it. You can't make nobody work on themselves or be what you want them to be. It all starts with them. Do they want to change? Are they willing to work with you? Are y'all going to compromise and come to agreement on how things should be in a relationship? But do opposites attract? That's a good question. Because who knows the answer to that? In different situations, it all varies. It all depends. It all depends on a lot of different things. Can you accept that person not really being like you and have their own way of thinking? Can you accept that maybe you cannot change that person? You can't make that person be what you want them to be. You have to love them for them. That's the best way to handle it. You got to love a person for what they is inside. The outside is going to change eventually. If they keep living, you're going to get older. You're going to crack. Your hair going to fall out. Your teeth going to come out. You're going to get old and gray. Nobody stays the same. But are you attracted to that person on the inside? Because on the inside is going to tell the whole story. Because if a person heart ain't right, ain't no telling what they'll do to you. Ain't no telling how they operate. Maybe they have no respect for no one. So can you really be with somebody forever and date someone that has no respect for you, have no regards for you, don't care nothing about your feelings? Would you be able to accept that? That's why they say opposites attract, but it all depends. A lot of times it do, because you see a lot of couples that's not totally the same. They might not be the same race, same size. But hey, if they like it, I love it. Who am I to say who can be together? Who's attracted to who? That's on them people. At the end of the day, that's their life that they're gonna have to live. Not me, not us. So we can look and judge and talk and give our opinion, but it really don't matter. All that matters is how them people feel. We can't dictate other people's relationship or other people's lives and who should date who. You don't know who falls in love with who. You don't know who's attracted to who. That's them people feelings. So we don't know how love works. But attraction, sometimes opposites do attract. Sometimes two people are totally different, but they found a way to find love. And that's a good thing. Because we don't all always have to be the same. Everybody's not going to always think the same. We're not going to like the same thing. We're not going to like the same movies. We're not going to eat the same food. What tastes good to you might not taste good to me. What you like to drink, I might not like to drink. But we got to respect that. We got to respect the fact that we all different and unique. You got different taste buds. You got different tastes in life. That's something that we need to learn how to respect. We got to allow people, to do them. People are so judgmental. And you look at people and say, what they doing together? What she seeing him? What she doing with him? And why he wasting his time with her? Maybe them people like each other. Maybe them people in love. Who are you to dictate that? You gotta allow people to do what they do. A lot of people always try to interfere in somebody else's relationship. You quick to try to give somebody else advice when most of the time you unhappy and you single. So who are you to be the love doctor when you can't bring love to your own front door? See, everybody got all this advice and they can tell you what you should be doing and should not be doing, but they don't have the answers for their own life. I find that funny. See, people forget that you have to fix your own house before you try to fix everybody else's. Most of the time, things is not in order in your house. You ain't find your love yet. And if you is, you really still ain't happy. You just selling it for something, just to say you got a man or a woman or a wife or a husband. Sometimes people just get married just for the title. Really ain't no love there. They don't even sleep in the same bed. Both on tipping out. No respect for the household. Corey W checking in. What we talking about right now, man? Y'all hit that thumbs up button. We live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. If you can't catch it live on air, make sure you rewatch it on YouTube channel Reality Music Entertainment. What we talking about right now is, do opposites really attract? In some cases it do. In some it don't. Because can you really see yourself being with somebody forever? But y'all ain't got nothing in common. And y'all, most of the time, it might lead to bumping heads. It might start getting on your nerves. Other people, it might turn them on. They might want something opposite of them. You see couples all the time that are different. They might be different races, different sizes. So sometimes opposites do attract, but not all the time. Sometimes it might be too much of a difference where it just keep causing chaos and y'all keep going at it because you can't agree on nothing. You're just too different. But it all depends on the person. So they say opposites attract. Is that true? I guess some cases it is. Some cases it's not. Can you really build with somebody and be with somebody forever that's totally the opposite of you. Y'all don't have nothing in common. You keep going back and forth over little small stuff. Everything turns into an argument. Some people can, though. So who am I, anybody else, to tell anybody they're not? However people are attracted, whatever they want to do is their life. They're entitled to it. They're entitled to do whatever they want to do and date whoever they want to date. I guess some people can't help who they're attracted to. It's just part of life. So we gotta let them people be great. Let them do them. And if it don't work out, then they see that it wasn't meant to be. A lot of people always try to interfere in other people's life, other people's relationship. You want to give all that advice, but you ain't happy. You ain't got no husband or no wife. But you want to tell everybody else what they should be doing, how they love should go. So it all goes back to getting your household in order, man. Everybody quick talk about somebody else. You got to get your house right first, or you can tell anybody else what to do. You got to make sure you happy. See, a lot of people put on the front and pretend like they happy, pretend like they got it going on, it's on and pop. When you see them on social media, everything is lovey-dovey, all kisses and hugs. But you don't know off camera, they might be over there crying. They might be cussing each other out every day, all night. They might don't even sleep in the same room. We never know what people are going through. So don't believe everything you see. Don't try to compare your life and your love to somebody else's. You got to take yours for what it is. That's your life. That's your relationship. That's your situation. Don't let everybody else dictate it. Because at the end of the day, what you're going to have to learn, you can't live for everybody. You got to live for yourself. Because at the end of the day, who's going to have to live it? You. Ain't nobody else living that life. You going to have to live that life. So whatever you do, you going to have to be accountable for it, not nobody else. So what everybody else saying really don't matter. It's just an opinion. Everybody going to always have an opinion. That's one thing about opinion. Remember, everybody got one. Cha-Cha checking in. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. We live right now on the Foolish Show podcast Friday night. But what we talking about, y'all, is does opposites really do attract? Is that most of the time that's how you want to find love? You got to find something opposite. Or maybe somebody can be too opposite. Maybe it can be too different. That's interesting, right? Because I always heard that opposites attract. But I don't know if that's true, and I don't know if it's false. I guess in some cases it's true, some cases it's false. Some people do be attracted to the opposite things. And sometimes it works out. Sometimes it don't. So as they say, to each his own. But like I was just saying, anytime dealing with love and relationship, you got to live for you. And you got to do what makes you happy. Everybody else can give you their opinion, but that don't mean you have to listen. You allowed to control what you can control. You can't control what people say, but you can control what y'all doing. So you got to take your life and grab a hold of it. Don't be a puppet. Don't be on a remote control where you letting people control your actions and how you move. Don't let people control how you think. You have to be your own person and believe in yourself. You're never going to make all the right decisions. A lot of us done been in a whole bunch of relationships, but that's cool. That's part of life. A lot of times you just don't find the person of your dreams just like that. Sometimes you got to take a couple of chances, but you're never supposed to give up on love. Because who's to say that the next person don't come along could be the person of your dreams. You always have to keep pushing. Don't let one bad seed spoil everything. Don't let your previous relationships dictate your future love. A lot of people bring baggage in, they don't know how to let go. Some things just ain't meant to be. You got to take things for what it is. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. But don't be afraid to take a chance on love, because that's what you're doing. When you might meet somebody, everything might seem cool, but you're still taking a chance. You don't know if it's going to work out. That person can end up being your husband or wife, or they can end up being just another person. You don't know right away. That's why it's important to take your time. A lot of people try to rush it to love. And you meet somebody, I love you, and next thing you know, we at the altar, and sometimes it might work, but a lot of times it's not going to work because you don't rush the process. You have to take the time and really get to know somebody. Because in the beginning, everybody going to be all cool, and you're going to be like, oh man, I can't believe I met somebody like this. But you got to see them through the good and bad. You got to see when they act, when stuff don't go their way, or when you piss them off. Then you can see a real nasty side. Then some people might show those true colors. So you got to be able to peep game and understand what you're getting yourself into. If you go head first, you might end up falling on your head because you don't know what you're trying to rush into. You don't know what you're doing because you want it so bad that you're just chasing it. And you want to grab a hold of the first thing that comes your way. That's why a lot of people make a mistake chasing love. You want it so bad that you're just grabbing it. You're trying to grab a hold of whatever comes along. But you got to catch that vibe. You got to have that connection. Then you got to start learning people. And once you learn them and you see what kind of person they is, and you find out what kind of heart they is, then you ask yourself, is this somebody that I can be with? Is this somebody that I can share my life in good times with? Is this somebody I see with a family? Then you start thinking like that. But in the beginning, it's all about doing research. Just don't get caught up on, oh, he's so handsome. Oh, she's so fine. Oh, she's so sexy. She's so thick. It's more than what you see with your eyes. And that's how a lot of people end up picking the wrong person, because you're going off lust. It's not all blood. You're just going off what you see. But inside, you might not really love that person. Once you see how they really is, you might not love that. That might turn you off. So you got to take your time. Love is a process. It has steps. It's hard to just say, okay, baby, hey, I love you. I can say it, but do I really mean it? Because, you know, we throw that word around like it's nothing. So anybody can tell you they love you. When you first dating a person, you got to get to know them. You got to know what they bringing to the table. Everything that look good ain't good. You know what they say? Everything that's sweet ain't good for you. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Let's go to the live chat. That's what I realized, but I had to let the infatuation go. Yeah, man, sometimes you got to understand, when it comes down to love, it's all a process. Everybody want it overnight. Everybody want it like this. You can try it, but I don't know if it's going to work out, because it takes steps. It's a process you got to build. You got to get a vibe. You got to see what kind of heart that person got, because that's what's going to really show you what time it is Forget all this here on the outside. What's in there? Because if they got a sour heart, you probably ain't gonna like that person unless you just like that. So you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. See, a lot of people who want love so bad, they just try to grab on the first thing that come their way. Oh, I love you, baby. This is my baby. Oh, look, come on. It's me and you forever. It could be. That could be your soulmate. Or you could be just jumping the gun. That's why it's all steps and process. Love just don't happen overnight. Not for everybody. Some people might have found they love at first sight. It's all on the person. Corey W says, well, homie, I feel you, but I believe in love at first sight. Yeah, it all depends on the person. You might say, hey, man, I love them. I can't tell you, you ain't in love. I ain't in your body. I don't know your feelings. You just got to be careful. Because that just could be a raw emotion you feeling right then and there. Then once you vibe with that person for a little while, you be like, nah, man, this ain't it. This ain't what I thought it was going to be. So how everybody else, you know, everybody got entitled to move and do how they want to date and love who they want to love. It's all good. To each his own. Just got to be careful. See, a lot of people rush head first into stuff and then they wonder why stuff don't work out. You got to take your time. If you meet somebody, then next week they pregnant, then y'all get married, like what's the chances that really gonna last forever? Because you don't did everything like this, and then you really don't know each other, and then it's gonna be a lot of obstacles start popping up in the road, and it's gonna be a lot of things start happening, and y'all gonna start going at it, and here come the fussing and fighting, and then here come the cheating, and so it's a process. Take steps to really learn somebody. You can't learn nobody overnight. You can't learn nobody in 24 hours. You got to be around them for a certain period of time. And you got to see not only when they happy and good, but you got to see how they act when they mad. See, that's when a person going to show you a lot. When you piss them off, some people can turn real nasty. So wait till you get them mad first. See how they react then. See what kind of person they is. See, in the beginning, everybody going to be all a little sweet because nobody know each other. So everybody feeling each other. Everybody putting on this persona. Then after a while, everything start coming out the bag. You be like, hold on, man. You ain't what I thought you were. Or you were putting on the front this whole time, huh? That's what a lot of people get on that okie dokie. A lot of people, they'll run on you quick. Because you don't know what you're walking yourself into. You got to do your homework and your research. Know what you're getting yourself into, especially when you're dealing with love, because that's a big commitment, especially when you're trying to get married and all that. Everything got to be lined up where y'all compatible and you can spend the rest of your life with that person. Can't just be a little attraction just then and okay, y'all attract and then everybody, we have sex a couple of times, then what? What attraction go away? Well, it'll be like, okay, we've been there, done that. So it has to be something that's developed and built. It's a vibe you got to catch. When y'all catch that vibe, and you already know that person do something to you and give you butterflies and all you do is think about them all day, then you might got you something special. But everything takes time. That's what we got to understand. We all want things to happen right now, but God don't work on our clock. He don't come when we want. We're going to be right on time. So if you have a little faith and belief, it'll work out for you. I know a lot of people feel like they want to give up on love because they feel like they never can find that person, and every relationship they in never lasts long or something always goes wrong. And some people go to looking at themselves like, man, what I be doing, man? Why, Lord, why I can't get nobody? But sometimes maybe it just ain't your time yet. Maybe you just got to wait your time. Because for somebody else, necessarily don't have to be for you. Just because your brother and sister them got married, don't mean you gonna go get married. It might not be your time right now. Just because all your homegirls or your homeboys done jump the broom, maybe it ain't your time right now. You can't look at it as, oh man, look at everybody else. And everybody got their own life. Ain't no competition. Ain't nothing to compete about. You live your own life. Once you do that, you'll find happiness because you'll start living for you. When you start living for other people, you go in the wrong direction because it don't matter what people's opinion is. What they eat don't make you, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna be the one to take care of you and pay your bills. They ain't gonna be the one to babysit y'all kids if you have some. They're not gonna be able to in your household. So at the end of the day, it's all on you. It's all on you and what you believe in, how you move. Don't let nobody dictate, man, your happiness. Don't let nobody try to control your household and tell you what y'all should be doing. And that's how a lot of people go wrong. You're always letting everybody in. Let everybody in your household all the time. Don't let everybody know all your business. Y'all work that out. Because at the end of the day, y'all the one that got to sleep next to each other, not them people. The people can say whatever they want. Corey, you know what I'm talking about. They be like, dog, you better let her go, dog. You wasting your time, dog. That's a thought, dog. And that's a hoe, dog. And man, we knew her from back in the day. But hey, they don't know what the feelings is y'all have with each other. You don't know what y'all done built. That person could have changed their life and gave their life to God, whatever they did. See, who am I to tell anybody who they can be with? And who are you to tell anybody who they can lay with? If that's what them people want to do, that's them. Go for what you know. Because I ain't the one that have to live it. You have to live it. What I say really don't matter. So all that outside noise, that's what end up tearing the household down and bringing relationships down. You let all that outside noise start coming in, then you start listening to people. Then you start living for them, and then now that's it. You done lost everything you had in a relationship. Now you just living for others. It ain't about each other no more. That's just how the devil sneak in. So don't always tell all your business. When you're dealing with love, when y'all going through problems, sometimes you work it out with that person. Or y'all go talk to somebody, or you go take it to God, whatever you need to do. But you ain't got to tell all them human beings, because human beings ain't going to do nothing but tell all your business, or they going to talk about you. Or they going to give you some advice that they ain't in no position to give nobody advice. Y'all know we know somebody always telling somebody what to do and who to date and who to go out with and who to lay with. But they love life is messed up. So I don't know how you going to give some advice and you ain't find love yourself. How you gonna tell Sharon her man ain't good, but that last 5 men you done had ain't no good? I'm gonna tell these boys, hey man, your old lady a thought in the hole. When I could have had 15 hoes. We don't never know how life go, man. So when it comes to love, you can't be listening to people. It's all about you and that other person. Forget what everybody else say. Because they ain't the ones that got to lay next to each other. Y'all going to have to do that. Y'all going to have to see each other and be around each other. Don't let other people dictate your life and dictate love for you. You can't say, I'm going to date him or I'm going to date her because they don't like him. Question is, do you like him? Do you like him? You the one going to have to be with these people. You the one got to live this life. Everybody else ain't living it. You living it. So you gonna do it for you, or you gonna date them for others? When you date them for others, most of the time, you know that ain't gonna work. After a while, that's gonna go away. That fire gonna go out. So y'all make sure, man, y'all don't be out here living for other people, letting people dictate your love life and everything else. Because they're gonna tell you everything. Yeah, girl, you need to leave them and do this and do that. But they with they man done cheated 10 times and had a baby and everything else, and they still with them. But they telling you to leave yours. Y'all gotta think about it, man. People always gonna give you some kind of advice, but they ain't got nothing going on of their own. They ain't in no position to tell nobody else what to do. Titan checking in. Says facts. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know somebody out there right now. You wasting your time. Don't be talking to him and he making you look like a fool, girl. You better leave him. You should have been left him. But she over there getting cheated on every day. He done took her car and everything else and got everybody else riding in it. Got her name on everything. But she gonna tell you how much of a fool you is. Same thing with dudes. You know, dog, you don't know why you talking to her, cuz. You better, what you doing, dog? Man, you better let that hoe go, dog. But they chasing every hoe they can come across. They trying to wipe scrippers and everybody else. See, everybody's funny, man. Life is funny. Exactly. You know, we always talked about this. Yeah, man. People always be topping, man. Just be yapping. Always capping. And they ain't got their own house in order. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody got the greatest advice in the world. But living in misery. They tell everybody else what they should be doing and how they should be living. What they should do with their private part. Y'all don't fall for that trap. Don't be around here trying to live for everybody. You'll mess around and be lonely and broke, living for everybody else. You spend your last dime trying to piss everybody on the internet and everybody everywhere else. You're gonna end up broke and look like a fool. While them people living their life. Y'all better look around you. Look at the world we living in. Everything is look at me, look at me. Social media got everybody, look at me, look at me. There's so many me's. That's what it done turned to now. Everybody want attention. Everybody want to be popular. Everything ain't always what it seems, folks. Don't let these people fool you. You think everybody got the perfect life. Everybody got problems. I don't care if you got money or not. Rich people got problems. It's rich people that be trying to commit suicide. It's rich people that be crying in that big old mansion. You don't think them females be in a big old mansion crying their eyes out? You don't think it's some dude somewhere that got Rolexes and all these Lamborghinis and all that still sad and crying? Exactly. Weak minds let others control them. You can't live for everybody else, man. But you don't know what people going through. A lot of people put on the front for social media. So don't look at that. Live for you. Live for yourself. Most of all, you got to live for God. If you ain't got God in your life, you can't expect no blessing. And if you ain't getting no blessings, I don't know what to tell you. You walk around here blind. It's just that simple. I was taught and raised that as a youngin'. My grandma and mama don't make sure I know right from wrong. And I know by God. But I always been a leader. I never been no follower. I ain't following nobody. Ain't nobody gonna lead me nowhere. I ain't following nothing. I don't follow no crowd. Whatever y'all doing this, I'm doing the opposite. Y'all be seeing when stuff be trending online and everybody be doing these different trends and all that. You'll never see me posting and do that stuff. I don't follow nothing. I ain't no follower. Like I said on my previous podcast, we need more leaders anyway. What happened to the leaders? Why everybody following? Who gonna lead somebody? Who gonna lead somebody to a good place? Because all I see is everybody leading y'all to the jail cell or leading y'all to the grave. They showing you how to crash out. Who gonna lead the people to the promised land? Because I don't see no more leaders. Social media got everybody following everybody. Nobody got a mind of their own. What happened to all the leaders? They gone? They dead? They extinct? After Martin Luther King and all of them, everybody else, that's it, huh? Nobody else can't step up? Nobody ain't for the people? Everybody's for self, huh? I guess that's what we don't came down to. It's all for self. Hey, as long as I make it, as long as I survive. Sad, man. It's a real sad situation we living in, y'all. Most people are like robots because they brainwashed. They're like zombies. They just follow along what everybody else do. Everybody's scared to set their own trend. Go away from what the crowd do. Do your own thing. See, it takes a real person to do them. Only a weak-minded, small-minded people, they follow us. They gonna follow along what everybody else do. Somebody with a big mind that know how to use it, they be like, man, I ain't following that. I'm gonna make something shake my own way. Titan says the door open to take this over and show them how to do it. I'm trying to tell you, the door is open right now for anybody that want to be leaders. Because there ain't none out there. Somebody need to step it up. Who's gonna lead the people somewhere besides the jail and to the cemetery? All the leaders I see is making everybody crash out. They're making these kids die early. Everybody think I gotta be a gangster, I gotta carry a gun, and that equals violence, and that equals death. You do the equation. You do the math. Titan says The Walking Dead was a real type show to show how lost society is. I'm telling y'all, that's what people are. The living dead right now. They walk around like zombies, no mind of their own, brainwashed by social media and the internet. They might well be like this here. Y'all got to come back down to earth. Come back to reality. We don't lost some of y'all. But you're going to get a wake-up call, guess what? When it's time to check out. When death come calling, that's your wake-up call. You're going to realize life was real. Be accountable for your own life. Because ain't nobody else going to account for your sins but you. Can't nobody go speak up for you when it's time for you to die and say, hey, God, listen, this I'm their attorney. I represent them. And let me tell you everything they did in their life, and this is why they did it. You're gonna have to account for all that. Nobody gonna be able to help you out. So you let people throw you off track and manipulate your mind. Don't be no fool. There's a lot of fools out here. Don't be no fool. Take accountability of your own life. Take accountability of your own actions. Can't blame everybody else. We all came from messed up situations. Some people ain't got no mama. Some people ain't got no daddy. Some people flat broke. Had to live with roaches and rats all their life. But some people found a way to make it happen because they had that drive. And they wanted to change stuff. And the only way you're going to make a change is you got to have a drive and you got to do something about it. You got to let that motivate you. You can let it tear you down and you can stay down there in the rut, or you can pull yourself out. It's all on you. But it's time for everybody to step it up, man, and lead your own life. Stop being followers. Stop talking about all these celebrities and all these other people that's just human like you. Stop praising these people. They ain't got no power bigger than yours. They might got more of that piece of paper, but they can't do nothing else. They can't bring nobody back from the dead. They can't cure the blind. They can't walk on water. They just got a whole bunch of piece of paper in their bank account or in their house or wherever they keep it at. But at the end of the day, they ain't nothing but human beings. So don't always compare your life to what you see on the internet and TV and everything else. Be grateful for what you have. And if you want more, then you know what you got to do. You got to put in that work. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you and say, man, it's gonna be easy. You ain't gotta worry about life. You can just skate through it with no problem. Man, it's gonna be hard. But you gotta get off your behind and go out there and make something shake. Because everybody sit around and feel sorry for themselves, they're gonna be in that same position. The ones that got up and try to make something happen and try to do something about it, them the ones that change their situation. Because they ain't sit around and feel sorry for themselves. So y'all keep sitting around feeling sorry for yourself and waiting on the blessing. Sometimes you got to help that blessing come along. Sometimes that blessing will come. But you got to take that first step. A lot of people don't even want to take that first step. Everybody want it easy. Ain't nothing in this world easy. Everything you get, you gonna have to work for it. Even your relationship. If you got a woman or a man, you gonna have to work to keep that person. If you get successful financially, you gonna have to work to stay there. You gonna have to work to get there, and you're gonna have to work to stay there. Because it's easy to fall right back down. So I don't care what you do in life, you're gonna have to put in some work. Nothing ain't gonna ever be easy. It's not meant to be like that. It's a test. We all here on earth as a test. You got to see how much faith you have. See if you're going to pass or not. So when it's checkout time, you want to have to go to that destination. It's either heaven or hell. So right now, we in the test. We walk around on this earth being tested by the devil every day. Every day you wake up, the devil testing you. Trying to see where your mind at, where your heart at. Do you believe in God? Is your mind in the right place? He's trying to see if he can creep on in. Don't be a fool, y'all. Recognize how much you need God in your life. And understand that it's more than you. It takes a real person to care about somebody else. Try to be considerate towards other people. Can't be me, I all the time. Only way we're gonna ever make it, period, as society, we gotta care about each other. If I don't care about the next man, then we'll never get nowhere. But if we start caring more about each other, you're gonna see a lot of things start changing. You're gonna see a whole movement of positivity and love. And it's gonna bring more happy times. Because all we live now is destruction. Look around you. Everybody hating. Everybody want to be the best. Everybody competing. Everybody want to kill that person, take that person out. It's cutthroat. You got to think about, if you got kids, would you want your kids to live in a world like this the next 10, 15 years when they get grown? Will the world be here? Will the hood still exist? The hood might be wiped out, y'all. Everybody been on, took themselves out. Might not be no hood and ghettos and projects no more. If people don't start waking up and understanding that it starts with us, we got to take our households back over. We got to take the streets back over. Because y'all don't let the devil ruin every damn thing. Now we just living around destruction, chaos, hate, jealousy, envy. Think about it. Think about what I told you. Don't be a weak-minded person. Be a strong-minded person. Be that one. Set your own path. Be that one that's going to be different and not crash out. Everybody think being crazy and being cool. Everybody want to be hard and tough guy, killer. All them people are in prison or they're not living no more. All the tough guys I know, they ain't here no more. Somebody done killed them. Or they can't come outside because they stuck behind the walls. Be careful, man. The life you live, the energy you put out. Because you never know what's going to come back in front of your doorstep. Whatever energy you put out, it will come back. It's like boomerang. You know, you throw a boomerang, whatever you throw out there, it's going to come back. Take control of your mind. Don't let people manipulate you. Don't fall victim to the internet and all this other stuff. Live for you. Live to make sure your family and your kids know the right way to go. They understand they can make it. Understand that they can be somebody if they put in that work. Teach them how to be entrepreneurs. Don't let them work all their life till they're 70, 80 years old. Let them think outside the box and understand that they can be the boss. They can be at the top of that tree. We so stuck in the cycle of watching our grandparents and our parents work all their life, and we think that's just how life supposed to be. You got to just go get a job and just live. Yeah, you ain't nothing wrong with that. But you can also own stuff and be the top of that tree, where you can spread generational wealth, where you can open a lot of doors for a lot of people. Creating opportunities for others around you, family members. When you do stuff like that, you're able to help a lot of more people. So we got to start thinking outside the box. We all programmed to think that you're just only supposed to work a 9 to 5 and work till you about to fall to the ground and barely can get out of bed. And most of us end up not even owning nothing. We need more ownership. Don't be afraid to start your own business. Don't be afraid of purchasing some land. Don't be afraid of learning about all this digital currencies like Bitcoin and all the rest of this stuff. Don't be afraid to learn that stuff, because the future gonna come and you're gonna wish you did. So we need to start researching, man. Don't be left in the dark all the time. But if we want to see any change in the hood and the projects, we're gonna have to change ourselves, start loving more and killing this hate. Because we don't even like each other. Your next door neighbor will be the first one to pull a gun on you. The one that you grew up with will be the first one to been on killed you. We don't even love ourselves, man. We don't even value our own life in the hood. How you think other people gonna look at us? If you don't love yourself, you don't love your own people, that all y'all want to do is argue and fight over what? Over what side of the tracks you live at, and none of y'all don't own nothing on this planet. You don't own that street, you don't own that road, you don't own that neighborhood. You tell me what kind of sense that makes. You fighting over something that don't even belong to you. Don't make sense, do it. So why not wake up and understand that we got to start taking the hood back over and make it when we all was kids and you was able to go outside and ride your bike and all that. You ain't have to worry about no bullets flying. You play football in the middle of the road till the sun went down. You didn't have to worry about cars riding by and hanging out the window with AKs spraying the block up. You didn't have to worry about going to Little League games and a gun gonna pop off at the end of the game. You gotta go back to the good old days, man. We done sat here and let the devil take everything over. And he's smiling, rubbing his fingers together, laughing. So it's time to wake up, folks. And we're gonna ever say the hood. If you want your kids to be able to live in some kind of earth that's decent, Everybody gonna have to wake up. It starts with everybody. And it starts in your own household. You gotta take control of your household and your kids. Don't let the streets of the internet raise them. You raise them. You teach them right from wrong. You lead them the right way. You let them know that you can be something good in life. You ain't gotta throw your life away and go to prison. You don't have to do it. You don't have to shoot nobody with a gun. You want to shoot guns, you can go to the Army, Navy, wherever you want to go. You go be a hunter and go hunt animals if you want to shoot guns. There's different things you can do. Try to do something positive. Because they always told me trouble is easy to get in, but it's hard to get out of. Once you get a record, that record follows you for the rest of your life. It's hard for you to go get an apartment. Even if you want to change your life, ain't nobody don't even want you to work on their job. Because you got a record now and they don't trust you. All they see is, oh, you're a criminal. So why not try to prevent these kids from messing up their life like that? Try to keep that record clean. Stay out in folks' face. Build you an empire. Travel the world. Have kids. Have family. That's the life to live. Not sitting and rotting in no cell. That's a waste of life. Most of our kids in the community, that's what's happening, y'all. They're not making it 20. They're just crashing out. And they think that make them the man. If they get shot up and they live, they take it as a trophy. They don't earn stripes. When you should be thanking God that you're still alive. Damn, it's sad, y'all. What life done came to? I gotta take a sip, y'all. Life is crazy. But we had a good time tonight, y'all. When you come over here, you're gonna always get the real. This ain't no gossip. I give it to you straight with no chase. We ain't got time to play around. We on the clock. Time is ticking. So y'all need to understand that we all play a role in this. It all starts in your own house, in your own community. Try to touch the ones around you. Try to help somebody and save their life. There's some young one about to throw their life away right now. You got to try to talk them in a better way, man. Try to guide them in the right way. Because we never know when it's going to be our last. You never know when you're going to need somebody. You never know when you have to call on somebody. You won't never know, y'all. So make sure y'all understand what life is about. Enjoy life and live it to the fullest. Don't live for nobody else. Live for you. Believe in you. Forget everybody else on the outside. You live for you. You don't let them dictate how you live. Live with some kind of dignity and pride. Have some respect for yourself. You should have high expectations for yourself, not low. As they say by being in the army, you got to be all you can be. The best version of you. You ain't going to be perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. It's impossible. But every day you can strive to get a little better. My thing is we got to bring everybody together. And it's time to unite. Because it's getting worse each day. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Y'all do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to this channel if you ain't already subscribed. Y'all get ready for my new mixtape, Reality Music, dropping this month. Make sure you go grab some of my merchandise on Reality Music Inc./teespring.com. Grab you some gear, official Reality Music Entertainment gear, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all know how I do on the Foolish Show, man. I give you that real. We talk that talk and walk that walk. I see y'all Monday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all check in with me. Make sure you come back with a friend, family, co-worker. Y'all jump in the live chat, man, and be a part of the show. Y'all stay safe, stay positive, keep all them good vibes going, and make sure you enjoy life to the fullest, man. See y'all on Monday night, man. Y'all have a blessed weekend. One love.